Okay, so the website that we're looking at here is a Magento 2 website. It's a site that's currently in development, but the site sells cookers and other household appliances, and what I'm going to show you is how sometimes Magento search can bring back unexpected results, and also what you can do to then customize the search within the Magento admin so that you can give your site visitors a better experience and return results that are more useful to them. So I'm going to click on the search for the store, and I'm going to search for a black fridge. So you'll see that the search results for a black fridge have brought back quite a lot of results. So you can see basically what's happened is that within the Magento database, anything that has an attribute of black and is also a fridge is being returned back for this particular search because of the two separate words that are being searched for. So it's brought back everything within the database that's black and is a fridge. So we've got a huge number of search results. It's not particularly useful if you were a visitor to the site. You'd be thinking, well, this is pretty useless to me. It's not what I was looking for. So what we can do is we can create a custom search term within Magento admin that will give much better results for this. So in order to do that, I'm going to click on the fridges section, and then I'm going to just scroll down to filter for all of the fridges that are black, and then I'm going to, you just need to go up to the URL here and just copy that to your clipboard. You then need to log into the Magento site admin, which I've got open in another window. So within the site admin, you want to be clicking on the marketing tab, and then under SEO and search you'll see there's search terms. So just click on that and it'll open the page that was already open. And this page is basically showing you every search query that's been entered into the website by your users. So what we're going to do is, because we've already searched for the particular term that we want to create a custom search for, we can't just go up to here and add a new search term, because well, we could, but it would come back and say that it already exists within the database. So just to cut that bit out, I'm going to search for the search term black fridge. So just click on search, and that will just search the database for the search query. So this is the search query that we want to create a custom search term for. So we just go across to edit, and then basically we just need to fill this information in order to create the custom search term. So there's our term. We're selecting the default store view for which the search query in this case applies. If you had more than one store as part of this installation, then you could actually select which store you want this to apply to. So we're just going to keep it on default store view. We can ignore these for now because they're not really relevant to what we're doing. The thing that we're trying to do here is to set up the redirect URL. So if you paste that URL that we copied earlier into that box there, we can leave this selected as yes to display in search terms. So that's basically sort of like the autocomplete and will show up in the search terms. And then we just want to click on save search. What we're going to do also, we're going to actually create a new search term, because what I also want to do is to set up a search term for black fridges. So basically just the plural of the search term that we just set up. Default store, just going to paste that same URL in there. I'm going to select yes from display and suggested terms, click save search. And what we can see here within the search terms window, because we're filtered on this search query, it will bring both of those custom search queries up, and they are currently both pointing to that same URL because we just set that up. Now we're going to go back to the front end of the website, I'm going to go back to the site homepage, and basically we're going to just do that same search, put that same search term in here. You can see it's appearing in that. That's where we selected yes for it to appear in the site search, but I'm just going to type it in. If we selected no, it wouldn't appear in that search. So it's going to click to search. Now you can see that we're just returning all of the fridges that are in the color black in the database. So this is effectively what intuitively the visitor that did the original search would have expected to be returned to them in the first place. And just by adding that custom search term, we can just customize the search within Magento and make sure that we're giving the best experience to the visitors to the website. The way that we can do that is that we can go to the admin section within Magento on a regular basis. We can look to see what search terms people are using. So rather than second guess, although this might be an obvious one, rather than second guess user behavior, you can use that data that's within the site backend, the actual search terms that people have been using, and you can create custom search terms to give them a much better search experience. So if you're seeing search terms that are giving odd results or not giving optimal results, then you can use this to create better search results for your site visitors, which hopefully will result in more sales. The other thing that you can do with this, which is really quite cool, is that if you don't stock a particular product or a particular brand, and you see that people are coming to your website and they're browsing your site for things that you don't stock, which might be returning 0 results within search to your visitors, then you could create some landing pages within Magento. So set some Magento landing pages up. You can then direct those specific search terms to those landing pages, and then you could suggest alternative products, or you could explain why you feel that your alternatives are better. It's basically just your way of, I suppose, customizing the experience, and it's allowing you to engage better with your visitors, and obviously it opens up much better opportunities in terms of trying to convert visitors on the website. So it's almost as if you're in a situation where if you were face to face with a customer and somebody asked you, you would intuitively say, we don't stock that product or brand, but we've got some really great alternatives. So you can use this to interact much better with those visitors in a way that you might do if you were in a face to face situation with them, and hopefully get more conversions and more sales as a result of that. So that's basically how you set custom search up within Magento. It's a really powerful feature. It's really flexible. It might be easy to criticize the way that Magento works in terms of that original search is bringing back things that aren't particularly intuitive, but what they've done is they've given you some really flexible and powerful tools with which to customize things for your site visitors. And because not every site would work the same in terms of products and searches and multiple keywords or single keywords, they've taken all of that into account by giving you the right tools to be able to customize it to meet your needs. And it's really easy to do, as I've just shown you. So using a little bit of intelligence from the data that's collected, you've got some really good flexibility. So I hope you found that useful. We've written a blog post on Web-Feet.co.uk that goes into a little bit of detail about this, and also how to use search synonyms, which is another search customization within Magento. Hope it's been useful, and thanks for watching.